Hey y'all, welcome to just 10 minutes of yoga. I cannot wait to get started with you guys, and we're gonna just go ahead and dive right in. Today we're going to be doing a slow flow yoga. And what that means, it doesn't mean that you won't be tested, that you won't be tried. But it's a slow flow because we want to stay in the pace with God. And today, to start us off, I'm going to read a scripture that some of you may be very familiar with. So this scripture comes from Isaiah 40:31. And it's a chapter where God is comforting his people. And so he tells them, but those who trust in the Lord, he is the prophet Isaiah. So the prophet Isaiah says, but those who trust in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not become weary. They will walk and not faint. And so in some versions you hear, but those that wait upon the Lord. And that's the favorite way that I like to say it. Those that wait upon the Lord. And so I want you to come into if you haven't done it yet, come into a nice seated position. And I want you to sit straight up, and I want your ears to be aligned with your shoulders, and make sure your shoulders are pushed down and back. And I just want you to sit with your palms open. And I just want you to think about where in your life right now are you rushing through? Are you trying to figure things out, but it's just like rush, 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 anxiety, anxiety, anxiety. And you're just trying to figure it out on your own. But possibly God is saying, wait on me. And I want you to understand that when waiting on God, it's not this stop of movement. It has nothing to do with your movement. It has everything to do with your faith, your trust, your mind. Do you trust the place that he has you? Do you trust the place he has you in, even if you don't understand in this place? Can you be in a place of peace, even right here in a place where you don't have all the questions? Because those that wait upon the Lord, he says their strength shall be renewed. He says that they shall mount up on wings like eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not faint. So that means that whatever you're doing in this world, when you're waiting on God, when you know that God is going to take care of whatever is going on with you, you just wait. You're just calm in his presence because you know exactly what he's going to do. So I want to make sure that you're sitting straight up. Your hands are open. Your shoulders are pushed down and back. Your ears are aligned with your shoulders. And I just want you to sit in this place for a moment and just think, where am I possibly rushing ahead of God, trying to handle things on my own? And God is saying, just wait on me. Where's that place? As you're doing this, I want you to monitor your breaths. I want you to breathe in through your nose. And I want you to sigh it out. Again. Let everything out. That's frustrating you. That's distracting you. Keep breathing in and out. Let it all out. So that as you begin your yoga practice, there is absolutely nothing distracting you. You can hear what your Father is saying. You can reflect and meditate on his word. What is God speaking to you? Where is he tugging on you and saying, wait? And today we're going to focus on remaining in poses. So continue to breathe in and out. Continue to sit straight up with your shoulders down and back. Continue to have your ears aligned with your shoulders. And what we're going to do from this point is we're going to fold those legs behind us, and we're going to go into cat and cow. And so in cat and cow, your knees are about 2 fists apart. Your hands are under your shoulders. And what you're going to do is you're going to inhale in as you arch your back. You're going to soften your tailbone. lift your head up and you're going to inhale in. And as you round that out, you're going to breathe it out. We're going to do this 3 more times. And this is not about perfection. You're just being one with God. You're learning to operate in His pace and His time. You're learning to wait on Him. One more time. And from here, we're going to push up and we're going to go into downward dog. So in downward dog, it really doesn't matter if your heels hit the bottom of the floor or not. You're just going to you're going to feel that pull in your calf muscles. You should feel it in your tailbone as you stretch. You can even feel it in your lower back as you stretch that out. And we're just going to stay here and we're going to wait on God. Make sure you're breathing in and out. Make sure your shoulders are still down and back, and your head, I would say look for your head to just give it a little bit more tension. You can either tuck it or you can look forward if you want to feel a little bit more intensity. From here, we're going to drop down into plank. And just hold it here and wait on God. We're going to drop those knees. And we're going to come up into upward dog. From upward dog, we're going to lay flat. We're going to tuck our arms, point our toes, and we're coming to the end. We're just going to turn our bodies, and we're going to go into corpse pose. From corpse pose, I want you to simply grab your knees. And I want you to rock. Just feel that spine. Let your mat deepen let your back deepen into the mat. Just really relax. I want you to come into corpse pose. And just spend a few minutes here. Your feet flexed. Palms up. Just spend a few moments here. Trusting God. What does it mean for you when He says, they that wait upon the Lord? Were you rushing and striving ahead, trying to do it in your own strength? Listen for Him. You can stay here in corpse pose as long as you might. Thank you for joining us for just 10 minutes of yoga this morning. Have a blessed day.